All right, Shalom. Start this lesson first and foremost. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our elders, apostles, a great millstone, who rule well, and push out 100% truth and true sincerity. Slakia. Shalom to all full legs carried across the four winds. Lord, one this lesson be edifying. In the true name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, the true name of the Heavenly Father, His name is Yahweh, which means He is, He exists. Bahashem, which means in the name. Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which means He saves, He delivers, which is what He's going to do for the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect. And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the true biblical Israelites. And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. And basically, what really sparked up this lesson was I was at work and I was in the break room, and basically they were showing a clip which has been surfacing around, and Lord willing, I'm able to put the clip in this video after I finish. But it was a Jake. He was in the car, and the police were shouting at him and yelling at him, and they ended up breaking the window and pulling him out, and basically punching him and hitting him. And it was mixed emotions in the lunchroom. There were some people that was like, damn, man, they did that because he's black, this, that, and the third, But one person came in, and, he's the reason why the video really sparked up, because everybody in the break room was saying that the police went wrong, and the dude that walked in, he basically was like, man, he said the Jake in the car was in the wrong, because when the police tell you something, comply. You're supposed to listen, and that's right. You are supposed to listen. They are the higher authority. This is Esau's kingdom. This is his rulership. You gotta listen. And that's the problem with Jake. That's why Jake be ending up dead. Because y'all don't listen. That's why Jake be getting all these unneeded altercations and all these things, because you don't want to take heed. You don't want to listen. And that's why you end up in situations that you're in. So some Jakes end up in jail. Some Jakes end up getting killed by the police or beat up by the police just because y'all don't want to listen, man. It's simple. Listen. Romans 13:1, it says, let every soul be subject unto the high powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained. So the police are set up. The Lord set up Esau. He set up these officers. So obey them. While this is their kingdom, while this is their rulership, and you gotta obey, you gotta listen. There's no gray areas. It's simple, it's plain. You gotta listen. Now the police pull you over to tell you, hey, get out the car. Hey, get out the car, comply. You not listening is gonna put you in a deeper situation. You not listening, now you got a couple bruises, you got a black eye, your window on your car is busted. All that could have been easily avoided if you just listened. Matter of fact, before I even grab this, let me grab this. Matthew 5:25, it says, agree with thy adversary quickly while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast in prison. And that's what be happening to you niggas, man, because you niggas don't want to fucking listen, man. That's the problem with Jake. That's why we're in the predicament that we're in, because we didn't listen. We didn't want to listen to the Heavenly Father. That's why we're in the predicament that we're in. That's something with Jake. Jake is hard-headed, man. Hey, the officer tells you to do something or whatever it may be, just do it. Agree with that adversary quickly. You avoid a lot of situations by just agreeing, by just listening, by just doing what you got to do, man. And I want to see what this says in the NLT. I want to see what it says in the NLT. I gotta see what it says in the NLT. It says, when you are on the way to court with your adversary, settle your differences quickly. Otherwise, your accuser may hand you over to the judge, who will hand you over to an officer, and you'll be thrown into prison. Man, just agree with the officer. Agree with that adversary, man. You avoid a lot of unnecessary bullshit. a lot of unnecessary situations, man. Just agree. The Lord set those people in power. He set them up. Now we can go to that Romans 13. Let every soul be subject unto the high powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. So they're set up by the Most High. So obey them. Listen to them. Verse 2, it says, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High, and they that resist shall receive themselves damnation. And that's what be happening. That's why a lot of Jakes be dead. That's why a lot of Jakes be getting beat up by the police. That's why a lot of Jakes be in jail. And all these other things, because y'all don't want to listen. Y'all don't want to listen. Now your mom's on the news crying, saying, oh, he was a good kid. This, that, and the third. When that situation could have just been avoided if you agreed with your adversary, if you just listen. Once again, it says, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. And yeah, you're going to receive that damnation, man. And that's what you see. It's a repeated cycle with Jake. Every time they get pulled over by the police, I know my rights. This, that, and the third. Bro, just agree with that adversary quickly. Relax. Agree with that adversary. You know what I'm saying? Hey, there's situations where I got pulled over by the police. I agree with that adversary quickly, and I was out. Just like that. The Lord kept me. Now the officer said, yeah, I was going to give you a ticket, but I'm not going to give you a ticket. Boom, out my way. It's not that hard, man. It's just you Jakes be doing too much, man. And that's why you niggas be in jail. That's why niggas be getting shot by the police and all these things happen. Y'all don't want to agree. Now, granted, there's sometimes, Esau's just being Esau. But, hey, agree with that adversary, man. Let me see if I wanted to grab this. What was it? Matthew 22. Let me see it real quick. Even Yahushua, Matthew 20 and 22. He obeyed the higher authority. It says, and he saith unto them, who is this image and superscription? They say unto him, Caesar. Then saith he unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto the Most High the things that are of the Most High. And give to Caesar what's to Caesar. Give to him what's his, man. Yahushua obeyed the higher power. What's for the Most High is for the Most High. But hey, what's to Caesar? Give it to Caesar. It's plain. It's plain. Just, hey, agree with the adversary quickly. You don't agree with the adversary, hey, you get the judgment. And for that, Jake, he didn't want to agree with the adversary. He got pieced up by the police. Situation could have been avoided if you agree with your adversary. And I'm not trying to sound like a broken record, but it is what it is, man. It's simple. Lord, one, the session was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to our elders, apostles, a great millstone, who rule well and push out the 100% truth and truth, sincerity, and shalom to the old full legs carry across the four winds. Lord, one, this lesson was edifying. Until the next.
For it. Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands. Here. When
he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, okay, first of all, and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it. Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands. Here.
33 at 1521 hours.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir?
Step out.
What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right. No, don't.
Get on the ground. Stop fighting. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.